Everybody, welcome to today's episode of Would You Drive This Truck? Today we're going to be taking a look at two trucks, the Chevrolet Silverado for 1996 and a old school Ford F150 that's just around the same year model as this one here, which I believe it might be a 98. Either way, we're going to take a look at both of them and decide at the end of the show, would we drive this truck for this price in this condition? So stay with us. Here we go. So the iconic Chevrolet Silverado. Chevy runs deep, as they say. Under the hood of this truck, we'll be rocking in a 5.3-liter V8 extended cab. And so many of y'all, when y'all watched my used car video about it, said, you know, I would drive that truck over a brand new Silverado. Well, that's why I decided to pick this one today, because some of y'all think y'all would buy this over a new one. Well, let's just see about that. Walk around this truck as a car salesman. All car salespeople should do this, and all customers should do it as well. Look at the vehicle and see how the condition is of it. If it has rust, if there's problems with it, does it stink, does it have smoke coming out the back, all those things. You got to pay attention to stuff. Pop the hood, everything you can do, and of course test drive it like we'll do today on this episode. Tires are in great shape though. The dealership has put a nice looking set of perennial or primal tires on there, the HTs, plenty of tread, alloy wheels. We always look to see if there's rust on the fender. It's a good indication. If you ever see rust on a fender right here, you'll know it's a vehicle from up north because it's been in the snow, and of course they put salt on the road, which flicks up into the fender wells and gets stuck under that lip there, which will cause it to rust out right above those fenders. So we don't see that on this particular truck. Let's keep looking. It is extended cab. I believe it's an LS, not an LT. Back window does open and close. Bed liner in the back, still to be in pretty good shape. And then look at the rear. Got the iconic Chevrolet badge right on the back tailgate, which if you notice on the 2019 Silverado all new body style, they've kind of gone back to that Chevrolet logo right there on the tailgate, which I like. This one does have a tow package down there as well, and a nice solid back bumper. All right, so that's the exterior, right? Let's go ahead and pop the hood, check out the motor. Again, we do have a pretty decent size dent right here with some scratches, so obviously something happened right there. But again, what's the price? The price is $2,500 cash. A lot of people call, can I finance that old truck? No, you cannot finance this old truck. It's a cash price. It's not my decision on why you can't finance it, it's the bank's decision. You can only finance vehicles that are a certain year old, and then also so many different mileage and all that. So again, a 96 with 200,000 miles is just not going to be financeable unless you go to the bank and get a personal loan. All right, stay with us. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what's going on. But before, look at this. We do got a cracked window right here. Luckily, glass is free in the state of South Carolina, so that's always a positive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interior before we pop the hood. Not too bad. I will tell you, one thing I noticed on this car was the interior is in really good shape. It's clean. Look at the floors down there, very clean. The door panel, the power windows work just fine, okay? This gives you 255 air. 2 windows down at 55 miles an hour gives you air. There is no air conditioner in this car. We did test the heater yesterday, and the heater does blow cold. The mileage on the truck says 146,299, but we don't know if that really is the real mileage on the motor. It does have a tape deck, and I'm not sure about the radio yet, but we'll check it out. Very clean. armrests on both sides. Back seats are in really pretty good shape. Headliner's not too bad. It does have some scuffs and some scratches and rips, but again, it's not falling down or anything like that. So that's the interior. Let's pop the hood, see what we got going. Oh, dude, that's the man right here. Thank you, I'll be inside, thank you. All right, we got an HDMI cord. We got something special we're gonna be doing for y'all. Let's go ahead and pop the hood, I'll be right back. Now, one thing I like about these old Chevrolets is these hoods, you don't have to put a little pole there. They just open right up, and it doesn't use like your typical air shock system. So, I mean, again, after 25 plus years old, it's still working even today. Let's go ahead and take a closer look and see what the engine is all about under this big old V8. Always listen to the motor. That's right. Sometimes the motor will talk to you, or it'll whistle at you. Battery seems to be in good shape, and the engine runs really smooth. Another thing that you'll see on old trucks is this right here. That's right, there's no light bulb in there, but trucks back in the day had lights under them so you could work on the engine yourself. You'll rarely see that on newer trucks. You can find it on a Ford F150, a brand new one. They have it, and some of the Dodge Rams, but Chevrolet just doesn't do the light under there anymore that I've ever found out anymore, okay? So I haven't seen it. Also, if you're curious of what size engine is under a vehicle when you're at the car lot, always look on these stickers. And as we can see, 5.7 liters. So, I was wrong. I thought it was a 5.3, but it is a 5.7. Let me know in the comments section, is the 5.7 better than the 5.3? Let's get out on the road here and see what it's all about. One thing I'll tell you about these older trucks is that parts are definitely always a lot less money on them. I mean, anything older, parts aren't too bad on prices, right? And that's kind of what you're thinking about, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna buy me an older truck. It won't be too expensive to fix. It's American made, it's solid, and they just build trucks a lot better back then, right? Everything now is just lightweight, and they're nice, but there's a lot more technology in them and everything like that. And it definitely gets kind of pricey to fix these newer trucks. Luckily, you got these warranties on them that seem to last for a long time. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop in. Definitely having 255 air cut on today. We're gonna go ahead and roll our windows down because it is definitely hot. And even though it's the middle of October, I'm breaking a sweat. So let's go ahead and put it in gear. And let's see how the old Chevrolet truck drives here on the old country roads of Ravenel, South Carolina. So, you know, again, I'm no expert on, I'm not a mechanic. So, you know, if you got questions, mechanical questions, I don't always have the answer for you. But I'll tell you what I feel, because the average American is probably like me. They're not real tech savvy on motors and all that. But let's go ahead and give it a little push. Acceleration feels great. That's nice. Really is. I mean, it really got up and rolled pretty smoothly there. That's that 5.7 liter for you. It's got some torque and it's got some power. It's not a muscle car, but it can get the job done for you. Another thing I'm paying attention to right now is the steering. Can we let go and see if it pulls? See, the alignment is actually pretty good right now. Look at that. I'm going nice and straight. So alignment seems to be fine on the truck, which is a good thing, because if the alignment is out on your vehicle, you can guarantee you're going to be wearing down tires a lot sooner than normal. And tires cost money. Let's keep riding through. Let's see what else we got going on. So what other things am I paying attention to right now? Well, I'm paying attention to the suspension, how it feels. It rides really smooth in here, which is nice for an older truck. So that's a nice solid suspension on here. It's not real bumpy. I don't hear any rattles going on. I know I like these big windows because it definitely does let some air in here to cool me off. Of course, the truck has some scratches, some dents, some dings. It's got a broken mirror right outside there, which the mirror is what's broken, not the whole assembly. We're gonna go ahead and pull into our Chevrolet dealership and just let you see what some of the new Silverados look like compared to a 96 Silverado. Blinkers work fine. Brakes feel good. That's definitely something you want to pay attention to. So it's not too bad. And here's your new Silverados right over there, which we film them all the time here on our channel. A lot of y'all like that body style right there versus the 2019. Those 2018 trucks are really nice. Again, that's probably my most favorite body style Silverado is the 2018 body style. I'm not the biggest fan of the new body style. That's just my opinion. But it's not too bad, you know? What's up, fellas? But Chevrolet, what a great brand. Hey, guy, I'm selling cars again. Like candy bars.
Really?
I got 5 out in my first week.
Damn.
All right, later, guys. All right, so anyways, a good old Chevy store. Worked there for, oh gosh, 10 plus years. Those sales guys are pretty good fellows of mine. I can see a little, they weren't too friendly with me just now. But that's because I'm selling cars down the street from them. So now technically I'm competition. Before I was helping them sell cars. But you know what, guys? You never one time said thank you for doing everything you do out here for us. You know, you've helped me sell cars for the last 10 years. They're going to definitely feel the full effect of sales plummeting at their dealership due to me being gone. I'm just saying, I hope so, right? Anyways, a little fire fury there from the old Chadster. Not the sales guys' faults though, you know, they don't do the rules. The owners do. But anyways, this truck is great. It feels good. It's priced out at $2,500. You know, some of y'all say, man, that truck's not worth $1,000, Chad. How can you put $2,500 on the window? Well, let me tell you. If you had this truck in this condition and you went to a sale and bought it and paid whatever for it, what price would you put on the window out there? I'm serious, okay? I think $2,500 is a great price to start out on this truck. You know, I had a guy come in yesterday and offer me $1,800 on it. And, you know, hey, almost had a deal there. But his wife said, we're going to go look at a minivan somewhere. And so we didn't even get to sit down and work numbers or even see if that number would work because they had to go. So, you know, make an offer on a vehicle with me on YouTube here, on Facebook, wherever you're watching. And you never know, I may hook up with you and sell you a vehicle at that price. But I tell you folks, right now, I'd probably drive this one myself. So that's my synopsis on the old 96 Silverado. For $2,500, I'd make an offer on it. And I would take this puppy home and drive it as a nice little work truck for myself. So yes, I would drive the 96 Silverado. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ford. All right, everybody, we're going to park back the Chevy Silverado. We're going to hop in the Ford F150. We're doing these back-to-back today on this episode. This is all about cheap cash trucks. Stay with us. All right, everybody, we're outside of the 1994 Ford F150 in, well, it was red, now it's pink. Ooh. This one is priced out at, you got it, $2,250. So we are just a little bit less in price than our Chevrolet truck. Again, the iconic Ford F150. A lot of y'all know these. My father-in-law's got one right today sitting in his old house front yard. Broke down, just sitting there, you know? But here's the thing, folks. Even so, this is still an old solid truck. But will it handle the test of taking it out for a test drive? Stay with us.